and I thought I should do a video saying, you know, what, you know, more practicalities of what I actually want to do with this. I want to do, not for me. What I wanted, what I see as the most viable way of this happening, if you like. And it's like, the simple thing is, all we've got to do is collectively, we've just got to communicate with each other, find out that we're being lied to, accept it, right? Because there's no shame. We're all in the same boat. These people have shafted all of us for these generations, right? And they get equal shares, just along with everybody else. You know what I mean? And they can keep everything they've got already. And all we've got to do is say no. The way that you run it, right? Because the world is owned by the people who have the banks, or the people who own the gold, basically, right? Some people own some gold, printed up numbers for the ever and all day, right, for the rest of us to live by, and they've shafted us with it. Now, what actually happens is that they get control of all of the numbers end up with them, right, because they're the big trees, they're the people who own the room full of gold, if you please. Like that, you know what I mean? Your world, right, is run by people who do it because they've got a room full of gold, because they know how the numbers work. They're the people who are teaching your children how to behave, you know what I mean? The head of our country, Queen Elizabeth, and her husband, Prince Philip, right? Prince Philip is, I'm sorry, a racist. He is a racist, and a bigoted, prejudiced, hate machine. He's awful to everybody, right? I'm not making this up. You know what I mean? Type into Google Prince Philip gaffes, right? I'm not making this up, right? And the Queen, you're not allowed to turn your back on her, right? If you get upset because she's rude at you, her people will issue a little note saying, "Weren't me, mate," right? So barefaced liars, basically, right? And these are the people who decide what our youth grows up to be, because they put the statistics in place that we all have to live by, the numbers that we have to live by, and all we have to do to save this world is say no. And we can, because it is provably not working for the benefit of the planet or its inhabitants, the way these people have structured things. And we outnumber them thousands, millions to one, right? All we have to say is no. Now, they've got away with it because they've educated us to tell them they're fantastic, right? And this is the trouble that, like, I'm gonna have, is convincing people, because it's proved quite a touchy subject so far. Do you know what I mean? And you know what I mean, I'm not just slagging them off for the sake of it, but you can't make an omelette without breaking some eggs, and I can't tell you that you're being shafted without pointing to the person that's shafting you and saying, that person's been an absolute bastard. So I'm sorry, I can't be love, kisses and cuddles to people who've shafted us, right? This is a fact of the matter. We have been shafted. These elite people think, they do own us, all of us, you know? And the way it will work after, because it will happen, right? And the way it will work after is that everything will be free. Now that will sound absolutely insane-amorium. Right? You know, I know your initial reaction will be to give, but it is how things will work, right? We will have everything for free, right? And what will happen is that we'll want some, you know, people will need butter. But so what will happen different from now, currently, it's like we make and are always developing new ways of making butter. Butter's butter, right? And at the end of the day, you just narrow it down. Don't make all the stuff, because most of it goes in the waste anyway. It's made because we have to make things to make the numbers add up. And it's failing that way. Like, failing. Everybody says, like, oh, you know, you can't say that everything will be for free, because people would go mad. And it's like, yeah, and then after a while people had realised there was no bloody need, because you didn't have to pay for anything. And all of the top people like Madonna and Simon Cowell and your celebrities and whatever will be in the public eye, and the people at the top end of the market will want them to be the ones that sport their goods just the same. The only difference will be that Prada, Gucci, whatever, won't be having to pay for the costs to make it. They'll be able to do it because they bloody well love to, and they'll have all these they'll have the resources available, because they won't be being spent on war anymore, and they won't be being spent, like, obviously I should imagine the people on the Hadron Collider won't like me very much, because I don't see the point in trying to recreate a black hole on the planet. I don't see the logic in not asking the inhabitants of that planet whether it was okay for them to do that. And that is the world you live in, where things can be done that could kill us at any second. And these are the people that you stand there clapping, wave a little flag, yeah, Queen Elizabeth, yeah, Obama, yeah, it's the change. Change won't happen. Change won't happen until we say no to the greedy bankers. There's nothing else that you can say. My friend John said on Convergence today about, or Kez's, but no, yeah, Convergence, about they don't have the monarchy in America, but they have the bankers, right? It's like the monarchy are the bankers to the English people. They're who we pay our taxes to. These people, right, these few people, we can add them up, trace it up the bloody line. Oh, eliminated right at the top. Right, all you got to do is look and not be scared, because these people have taught us that we've got to be scared, and they've taught us that we've got to defend them to the hilt, and we have learnt that very well, as has been proved recently with my videos. You know what I mean? It's been, you know, it is a bone of contention, but it's the truth. These people have shafted you, that you mean nothing to them. You mean everything to me. You know what I mean? I'm not lying to you. They lie to you every damn day, and look what they do to us. Look how pathetic we are. And all we've got to do is say no, and then we can learn together the secrets of how fantastic we are as human beings. You know, we are miraculous creatures. There are points in everybody's life where time does not add up, can't physically. These are the all's way of saying, look, woohoo, you know what I mean? There's something more than this, and there is something more than this. There's lots more than this, I can assure you, and I promise you that we will find it together as a species.